everyone's going through a tough time right now. It's not just me, but with the international travel I was doing, I actually came home with a cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And my wife was extremely fearful, and I was just kind of like how I always am. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's just a cold. I've had
blow my nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Take a couple aspirin. You're good.
Small cough, no big deal. Well, she ends up calling our general doctor, our general practitioner, and then the doctor called like the county health, and then we had like the viral center, whatever it's called, involved. And next thing you know, the next day I go to the ER.
Oh my God.
And it was just,
I knew you were going. I didn't know it was escalated.
It literally felt like a movie.
Really?
It literally felt like a movie. Yeah. So I have a signed appointment when I need to show up there. See, because keep in mind, most people don't even qualify to get tested.
So what does it need to be qualified? Why don't you take us through this experience? Because most people out there right now that are getting sick, and it could be just this time of year where they're
everyone wants to get tested. Oh, can I get tested? Not really, because we don't have that many tests.
Right.
So I had to go through a series of questions, and the two big ones were, most of them were about symptoms, and quite honestly, like almost any cold or flu symptom is, what COVID-19 would show. So
what was the other criteria?
The two big ones that were the reason why I got tested was I overseas?
Right, you were just in Germany.
I was just in Germany. And then even after Germany, I was only home for 2 days, and then I went to a fluid power trade show in Vegas. And of course, Vegas, there's people from all over the world.
Absolutely.
We stayed in a casino, it was crazy. So was I overseas? And the second question was, did I come into contact with anyone who had been confirmed as a case for the coronavirus? And yes, I was overseas, but no.
You did not come with anyone that you know of that had been tested positive?
No one that I knew was confirmed.
Right.
But, some of my colleagues overseas had a cold. So I said, you know what? I do have a cold. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to cry about it, but I do have a cold. And I had a fever, but it was only one day and it was a small fever. Well, sure enough, I must have said the wrong thing because they flagged me. I had a specific time where I had to go to the ER. They walk me in. I couldn't sit down. I had to stand in the corner. First thing they do is put a mask on my face. Then I had to go into a room, and I'm in a hospital room by myself for 45 minutes before anyone walks in.
Wow.
2 people walk in complete hazmat suits. Hazmat suits, head to toe. And
that's sobering.
Yeah, and I was like, geez, this is crazy, And the test took 2 minutes. They swabbed my nose, and they got to go way up your nose.
I heard that. I heard people are coughing while they're swabbing your nose.
Yeah, up towards your brain. Yeah, I was
they're sticking a Q-tip up to your brain.
Yeah, it was the most uncomfortable thing. I was like, oh my gosh, you just got my brain. Now I got to go to the brain center. But they wouldn't laugh. They were so. I'm always clowning around.
Right.
They were so serious.
Well, it is serious.
And I was probably just okay, I've been in here for 45 minutes. I'm going stir crazy. But the test took 2 minutes. I sat in that room for a total of 3.5 hours.
Wow.
And
I'm sorry, man.
They tested me for influenza and strep. Both those came back negative. And the coronavirus they had to send to Chicago. I was in Rockford where I got tested.
Yep.
So I'm in my daughter's room. That's the room we chose for me to be self-quarantined. Barely came out for 3 or 4 days, and finally, of course, as I was
going to say, please don't tell me you positive.
I wouldn't be here if I was positive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was negative, thank God. And
thank God.
Yeah, it was just a crazy experience. It got me to think about how serious this could be.
Yeah.
Because even in one of our previous episodes, I was like, hey, don't change your life too much. Don't freak out.
But we are changing our life.
And now we're forced to change our lives.
We're forced to change our life.
So,
there's so many new things coming out every day. We can't even keep up with it, quite frankly. All we can do is just get the facts and make decisions today on what we're going to do tomorrow.
And that's the hard part, though.
That's the hard part.
It's so hard to figure out what the facts actually are, because depending on what you read, it's some people say don't even breathe, pretty much, and then other people are like, okay, well it's being overhyped. So quite honestly, I don't really know.